Welcome to the PowerPack for Advanced Steel Quick Installation Guide. In this video, we'll take a look at some installation information for the PowerPack for Advanced Steel. We're going to begin by looking at where we can download the software. Then we'll take a look at the installation process. And finally, we'll take a look at the license manager and how you can enter your license information. To begin with, let's take a look at where we can download the software. In order to download the software, come to advantage.graitec.com and log in using your name and password. Once logged in, on the left-hand side at the top, you have the option to download. From here, we have three options: download releases, download service packs, and download documentation. The release area allows you to download any official release that has been done for your particular software. If we look at the PowerPack for Advanced Steel, you'll notice here we have the options to download the entire ISO to our hard drive and install the software from there. Or we can do the online setup for Advanced 2021 using the online prompts in order to download the software. If I go back, we have under the service packs, any updates that have been provided since the official release. And if we click on this, you'll notice that not only do we have the 2021 release that we saw earlier, we also have a 2021.1 release here, which you can go in, select, and download. Please note that there's a link prior to it where it says what's new, and you can download the documentation showing all the new features and elements that were contained within those packages. The last area gives us our download documentation, and from here, if I left click on Advanced Steel, you'll notice it contains just the documentation related to the different versions and the installation guide for installing the software the first time around. Now that we know where to get the software, let's take a look at how we can download and install the software so that it runs on our system. Before you begin the installation, please ensure that the Autodesk Advanced Steel software is installed and registered. This is an important step and needs to be handled first. Once you're ready to begin your installation, come to your Download section, select the software, and come to the end where it says Download. In this case, we're going to do the online setup. It'll download a small file. We'll say Save, and left-clicking on it will open up the installation program. In here, we have the option to download all the products for a later installation, manage any current products that are on our hard drive, uninstall products that we have on our hard drive, or download the Network License Manager for later installation. Since this is our first install of this product, we're going to come to Install Products, and we select the language we want to run it in, and click on Install. First thing you'll notice is that everything is selected, and this is the Express setup. We can select Custom, and then come down and pick the software we want specifically. In this case, Advanced PowerPack for Autodesk Advanced Steel 2021. Check that off. Make sure you have Download Updates checked and say Next. The licensing contract must be accepted or the installation will end and the product will not be installed. Say Next. And in here now, we have our installation for the language and local settings to the Graitec folders. Leave them as is and say Install. It will now run through the process of installing, and I'll pause it here and we'll pick it up once this is done. With the installation complete, say Exit, and then we'll begin the Advanced Steel program. Once completed, along the top of the ribbon, you should see a section called PowerPack. Left-clicking on this allows you to see all of the tools that were installed along with your PowerPack installation. With the software installed, the final step now will be setting up the license. So if you need to do this, we're going to go into the software and take a look how you can activate your license or change it if need be. With the 2021 version of PowerPack for Advanced Steel, along the ribbon at the end, you're going to see PowerPack. It'll look like a little light bulb by default, but there's a drop-down underneath. Left-click on this, and you'll see the license utility. Selecting the license utility will bring up the dialog, And from here, you can activate a license using the serial number and activation code. Remember to keep these somewhere safe in case you ever need to reinstall, or connect to a licensed server. You can also return the application license here, or you can borrow a license from the company server, and afterwards the application can be used also outside of the company network. If you've done that, you can return the borrowed license, and you have the option to repair an application license down here as well. The offline license update, if you have an XML file from Graitec, can be used from down here by selecting that and then choosing the XML file. Here we're going to take a look at activating the license using serial number and activation code. Click Next. From here you can activate the license using that or connect to a license server. We're going to choose the first one. Say Next. The dialog for your serial number and activation code will appear here, and you can enter in the numbers that you were given in the email. Once you've done that, simply select Next. The final step will display your success or failure and your license, as well as the expiry date of that license. Hopefully this has been helpful, and thank you for taking the time to watch.